Testing one. Hey, Chief. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Buenos días y bienvenidos. We are so happy that you are joining us today. Welcome to our Burleson School of Innovation and Education. Again, we are so happy that you are joining us. Before we get the program started, first of all, welcome everybody. I do want to remind you that this event is not only being attended by our guests here in person, but we are also live streaming. So to everyone who is joining us right now on the live stream, we welcome you to a ribbon cutting ceremony for Burleson. We are so happy that you are joining us, and we hope that you also get to enjoy this ceremony live stream as much as we are enjoying it here in person. So we will go ahead and get started. Thank you for joining us. Before we get started, my name is Kayla Calderon Lugo, and I am the Public Information Officer for Edgewood ISD. And today we are here to celebrate the innovative partnership between the Burleson School of Education in Edgewood ISD and Texas A&M University San Antonio. When the Edgewood School District joined the Aspire Network, the new Texas A&M University San Antonio partnership that empowers South Texas Bexar County schools, they committed to a collaborative and collective approach to improve teacher preparation, educational programs, and create. The A&M Institute for School and Community Partnerships now serves as operating partner of the Burleson School for Innovation and Education. The partnership with Texas A&M University San Antonio further empowers the students, families, and the Edgewood community with collaborative supports for student success. And one of the individuals who is leading the charge with regards to student success, student empowerment, is our superintendent, Dr. Eduardo Hernandez. Dr. Hernandez joined the Edgewood ISD family as superintendent of schools in June 2018. During his more than 20 years of service in education, Dr. Hernandez has established a reputation of being a focused and strategic leader with a positive record of improving student achievement. His commitment to educational innovation through this partnership with A&M San Antonio demonstrates his dedication to Edgewood, to the families of Edgewood, and to the community that we serve and support, and to the members that build a legacy of academic excellence in this very historical district that we are very proud to call home. At this time, I would like to welcome to the podium our superintendent, Dr. Eduardo Hernandez.
All right, good morning and buenos dias. First of all, I want to thank everybody that took time out of your day to be here today. This is the embodiment of 3 years of work that I want to acknowledge today. What you see tangible, like this logo that's up here, and how we got to this place. But I want to start by doing that by acknowledging the work that existed before 3 years ago. So any work that we do in our school district, I've always tried to explain to people, the work should be beyond any one person. Groups of people are what changed school districts. Groups of people are what changed our country. Groups of people are what changed life for other people every day. When a group of people get together, committed to something, they can create something better than when they found it. You know, when I came, I met a family in this building, a group of men and women who decided that they wanted to do something different for the young men and women that are sitting back here. The young men and women who, every day, with their families, you may not be here physically, but they are the embodiment of everything you've ever taught them. They're your greatest hopes. They walk in with your greatest dreams every day. And if we remember that every day, then we can really create quality spaces where kids can learn. So this building was important because I met people here who already had a vision for kids. I met a group of individuals who were committed to improving kids' lives, but beyond the commitment, they were also willing to adapt to a new possibility. They were very vulnerable too to an idea. So here's this guy who shows up, that was me. And I said, you know, I want to create a school district where we create spaces where kids can go to schools based on their purpose. So most of us grew up going to what? The school down the street from our house, right? You bought a house, you went to the school down the street. You know, in our 16 square miles, we're really not that physically, territorially big. So I thought, what if we created schools slowly but surely where kids can go to a STEAM school or go to how to work math, learning social skills, which is obviously extremely important, or spaces such as this one, where a young man or a young woman can come and learn life skills, learn how to survive in this world. That's what this work is, and that's what has brought us to this journey. 3 years ago, creating a 5-year plan with members of my team, our school board. We have one of our school board members here, Mr. Gomez, and a board also that had the courage to say, go ahead with your vision. Let's put these things in place. Let's go slow. I'm not a man who believes in going fast with things. You got to go slow to go fast. But the board also had courage to allow us as a school district to do these kinds of things. And then I met a very special person, two very special people, and Dr. Matson and Dr. Shepers, who also said, hey, you know what? We're committed to creating spaces for first-generation kids, students whose families want to get them to college, but maybe don't know how to do that. And so I appreciate them and the vision they brought, the courage they brought, and also the patience, too, because let me tell you something. There's been days where this partnership has been a challenge. You know, we've asked everybody to ignore everything you were taught and now have an open mind to create something new. And although we can all get really excited about it, it does cause a lot more work that people, well, there you go. There's the first thing. It's a sign from somewhere. So I want to thank everybody here. If you're a district employee, I want to thank you for your contribution, whichever it was, in this process. This building really is a labor of love. I remember when I came here, Miss Olga, one of the first things she said, you got to go see this building. I'm going to take you to go see. If you want to see what Edgewood's about, let me go take you to this building. And she went on and on about all the work that happened in here. And I thought, there's the first sign that we got to do things different here. And so 3 years later, I'm going into my fourth year. I feel very blessed, very privileged to use my platform to continue to create spaces for children to get the best and high quality education they can. Defend children if I have to, you know, I'll leave that there. It's been a very interesting week for Dr. H. But also bringing people together around a cause. And so I want to thank Dr. Madsen, Cynthia, for her commitment, because it takes, and there's a lot of challenges I'm sure she has, but she's always stuck up for kids. And I love and appreciate that about her. And so again, I'm very excited about today. Families, thank you for giving us the most important thing in your life, which is your children. I think of my own when I think about these spaces. I want for you, I want for our kids the same thing that I would want for Madison, my own daughter. And so I'll leave that at that, and I will turn it back over. Thank you, God bless you, and thank you for being here this day.
Thank you, Dr. Hernandez, and thank you for your words. And from one great leader to another, at this time, I would like to welcome to the podium Dr. Cynthia Teniente Matson, who is the president of Texas A&M University San Antonio. She is a native of San Antonio with more than 30 years of experience in higher education. And under her tenure, Dr. Teniente Matson has led strategic initiatives and innovative partnerships across South Bexar County that demonstrate what it means to truly be an advocate for continuing education in the San Antonio communities. So again, let's give a warm welcome to Dr. Matson this morning.
Well, good morning, everyone. It's wonderful to be back here, and I know it's hot. So let me tell you a little bit about how special this is for Texas A&M San Antonio to be here today with you, celebrating this wonderful partnership with Burleson School for Innovation and Education. This school is part of what we at A&M San Antonio and with the superintendents call the Aspire Network. The Aspire Network is 7 South Bexar County school districts, of which this is one of. And there's a lot of great things we do together. We celebrate the Aspire Classroom of the Month programs. We have created a Jaguar Excellence Guarantee that allows, and the Achiever Promise, which supports students coming to college at A&M San Antonio with substantial financial assistance and in some cases free, no cost at all, for graduating students that are coming from the Aspire schools. This last year, we've been doing a lot of work around digital literacy. We've all been adapting to what's been going on in the pandemic. And the Aspire group was a significant part of that launch of what we've been doing around digital equity. And today we're really excited to share the opening of the Burleson School for Innovation and Education. So let me tell you just a little bit about how this came to be from the technical side. Dr. H talked about the vision, the collaboration, and those things are all true. But we are both public entities and we follow public guidelines most of the time, right, Dr. H? that group, is to impact children and youth development through student-centered approaches, career-ready models, which is a lot of what we see here, student-led research, and workforce opportunities for all students, like the students who attend here. The Institute is the operating partner for the select schools in the Edgewood ISD, including Winston Intermediate School of Excellence, the Gus Garcia University School, and now the Burleson School for Innovation and Wonderful. Dr. Shapiris, thank you for your leadership, your vision to help make these things happen. Dr. Weiss, so many of you that are here every day, bringing the mission of A&M San Antonio to our community. So thank you, and let's get going.
Thank you so much, Dr. Mattson. Thank you for your leadership, and thank you for your support of Edgewood ISD. And now at this time, I would like to introduce to the podium to tell us a little bit more about why the real reason we are all here, and that is for our students. I'd like to welcome Ms. Sarah Minner and Mr. Jose Hinojosa. Ms. Minner has been with Edgewood ISD for 16 years, and she facilitates post-secondary outcomes for adult students with disabilities. And so at this time, I'd like to welcome Ms. Sarah Minner.
Good morning. So thank you for joining us, those in person and virtually. It truly is an honor to celebrate amongst our Texas A&M University San Antonio and Edgewood ISD family and community. I have been blessed to see this campus through its transformation from day one to present day. This campus truly was birthed from ideas, passion, and dreams for the community, with the purpose to improve upon the services for students with disabilities and push for equity in programming and access to services. So quick history about our facility. So in May of 2017, Mr. Hinojosa, our special education director, presented the idea of Burleson to our leadership team and said, we have a building and we are going to make it something special for kids. So our small but mighty team, who cannot all be present today because they're still supporting students at campuses, saw the opportunity and took it on. Our small but mighty team, who cannot all be present today because they're supporting students at campuses, embraced the challenge and opportunity to innovate this previous early childhood school and make Burleson a truly special place, not just for our 18+ students, for the community as well. The team was fueled with love, grit, determination, and with little funding, we managed to pull together the talents of our friends, family, EISD, and San Antonio community to build the Burleson we know today. While it's not been an easy endeavor, the rewards come daily, from seeing our students have access to experiences they never would have, to increasing levels of independence and reaching milestones in their adult goals, such as gaining employment or attending Texas A&M University San Antonio. It truly is an honor to lead these incredible young adults seated up here today and to create a legacy for those to come after. And so with that, we will begin recognizing our students and our staff for their accomplishments for their work at Burleson. So the first group of students we will be recognizing are students in our event planning and facilities preparation. So they have done an incredible job throughout the first few weeks of school with setting up for this event and other events in the cafeteria. So the first student I would like to recognize is Mr. Ethan Ramirez. The next student I would like to recognize is Mr. Sam Palacios. The next student I would like to recognize is Mr. Luis Castañeda. Our next student is Moses Sanchez. The next student is Mr. Martin Casanova. And we will also recognize one of our workforce experience trainer, Mr. Alejandro Oseguin, for leading these group of students. So the next group of students that we will recognize is for their work in the cafe. And so we have a few students out, but we will still call their names and acknowledge their contributions. Mr. Raymond Revilla, who cannot be present today. Ms. Brandy Moncada, who cannot be present today. Anaí Rodriguez. Jacob Castillo. And the next staff member that we will recognize is Ms. Rochelle Madrigal, who is one of our incredible transition teachers here on campus. The next group of students we will recognize are those who have done some incredible work in Dos Calles Bike Shop. So our first student is Isaí de Anda. Our next student is Edward Guerrero. The next staff member we'll be recognizing is Mr. Ricardo Castillo. He's another one of our transition teachers. And Mr. Castillo will actually be retiring this year at the end of the school year. So he has 24 years of experience in education. So we were, yeah. The next group of students that we will be acknowledging are those who have done amazing work in in Cordelia Specialties, I apologize. So then we'll have Brandon Ornelas come up. Matthew Pinales. We will have Mr. Michael Pinales. We will have Mr. Ruben Sanchez. Next, we will have Ms. Angelina Rendon. And the next staff member we will recognize is Ms. Julianne Garza for her incredible leadership in Cordelia Specialties. And the next group of students that we will recognize are for those in their contributions to the various retail locations that we have on site. So the first student is Mr. Patrick Michael Douglas. We also have Ms. Milena Fushi, who cannot be present today. And Jessica Flores, who cannot be present today. And we have, next student we have is Mr. Melchor Ivada. Yeah, you're good. And the staff member that we will recognize is Ms. LaVon Hill for another one of our work experience trainers for her work on campus. And with that, we will call Ms. Calderon Lugo up again. That concludes our student awards. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Minner. Thank you so much, Mr. Hinojosa. And I'd say one more time, let's give these students a big round of applause. All right, and so at this time now, I'd like to invite Dr. Hernandez, Dr. Madsen, if you can start please making your way over to the right of the podium. Ms. Minner has the ribbon. We'd also like to invite any A&M staff who is here who would like to be a part of this ribbon cutting photo ceremony. Edgewood ISD staff also, if you can please make your way over to the area so that we can adjust and prepare for the moment we've all been waiting for. If we have any invited guests.
That's true. We do have backup. This is involved with the real hard work.
I'm taking a tour of our wonderful Burleson Center.